Michelle and I told Reverend Otis Moss that we were withdrawing as members of Trinity. Now, it's a decision that Michelle and I had discussed for quite some time after the National Press Club episode. I had discussed it with Reverend Moss. We had prayed on it. We had consulted with a number of friends and family members who were also connected to the church. And so this is not a decision I come to lightly, and frankly, it's one that I make with some sadness. You know, Trinity was where I found Jesus Christ, where we were married, where our children were baptized. I have tremendous regard for the great young pastor who has taken over, Reverend Moss, and continue to admire the work that Reverend Wright did in building up the church. But it's clear that now that I'm a candidate for president, every time something is said in the church by anyone associated with Trinity, including guest pastors, the remarks will be imputed to me. We obviously saw an example of that in the recent statements by Father Pfleger, who is somebody who I've known, who I consider a friend, who has done tremendous work in Chicago, but made offensive statements that have no place in our politics and in the pulpit that unfairly mocked and characterized Senator Clinton in ways that I think are unacceptable. It's also clear that Reverend Moss and the church have been suffering from all the tension my campaign has visited on them. We've had news organizations harassing members at their homes and their workplaces. We had reporters grabbing church bulletins and calling up the sick and the shut-in in an attempt to get news about the church. We've had news organizations scrutinizing Reverend Moss's sermons and attempting to try to make political hay out of even the most innocuous or innocent remarks by him. That's just not how people should have to operate in their church. It's not fair to the other members of the church who seek to worship in peace. So our faith remains strong, and I expect that we will find another church home for our family. Obviously, Michelle and I know that faith and prayer aren't merely exercises discharged on Sunday, so we understand that our faith is something that we apply each and every day, and it's a bulwark for us in our daily lives. And so we wish only the best for our friends and the wonderful people at Trinity.